One evening, between scenes, in a kind of no-man's land in the suburbs of Toronto, Dylan asked us into his trailer. He wasn't committing himself to an interview proper, but said we could talk for a while and see how things went.
Yeah, we're just testing out here now. Nothing's for sure. I mean, we're just casting people here.
We're casting a little scene. This is from our BBC documentary that we're making about the making of Hearts of Fire, with special reference to Bob Dylan, as I always.
Exactly.
Yeah. So to actually, Bob.
Wait a minute. Let's wait a second. I'll be right back. How do you decide when to? How do you decide when to talk to people and when not to? I hope this isn't some horrible practical joke. You think I'm talking now?
I don't know. Maybe you're just playing around. Why is that so amusing?
I'm surprised you haven't really asked these questions in some other, like a Roger Daltrey thing, or Peter Townsend.
Well, of course I would.
Or Paul McCartney.
If I'd been commissioned to make a film that involved them, I suppose I would be. I would be asking them.
You would have to, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say anything that you're going to get any revelations about. I mean, not going to happen.
I'm saying I'm not trying to do that. I mean, I hope you're in nice.
Could you grow your beard just a little bit more, like next
grow
time?
It?
Yeah, grow it.
I'll put it down a bit for you now. So you're not really. I mean, anything you're telling us, you mean, is just like.
No, I'm trying to satisfy your need to probe into my private life and thoughts here in a way that's not going to embarrass me or hopefully confound me.
Well,
Hopefully not confound me. Okay, just press on.
You tell me what you're doing.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just going to draw something here, and I'll show you what I'm going to draw, if I can draw. If it's good, I'll show it to you. If it's not, forget it.
Can you talk while you're doing it? I mean, because the
Sure.
thing we were talking about earlier on before
I can talk while I'm doing it.
is I'm intrigued by this idea that your songs, a lot of them, are constructed like movies.
My songs
a
are?
correct thing to say, yeah. They're like compressed.
Which ones?
All Along the Watchtower, for example. I heard it by Hendrix first, I have to say, but it's something I really love as a song, and I've listened to all these different versions of it. It's like very tight visual imagery, as though it's been written at enormous length, and then had things stripped out of it, leaving only just these kind of key images, and then with the sort of suggestions of sound and stuff in it. I suppose what I want to know is, when you write a song, am I right about you doing it like that? I mean,
No.
how do you...
Many ways.
There's stories with visual images, that's what I'm saying, like with a lot of them.
I don't know whether they are. They're whatever they are to whoever's listening to them. No, I don't do those things. I don't have any plan. I don't have any set way of writing songs.
It's a very amusing idea.
Huh?
It's a very amusing idea.
What, writing songs?
No, drawing this picture.
Where do you see it?
I hope you'll sign it.
When you sign it, I may not even show it to you.
But I read this wonderful article once about Schubert.
Yeah?
And this guy was saying, I've never forgotten this, he said that listening to all these Schubert songs, you had to think that he was connected to some kind of pipe down which all this stuff came.
A pipe?
Yeah, some sort of a pipe or conduit. You know, that because he couldn't kind of grasp that this guy Schubert was writing all these songs himself.
Yeah.
And the question was, where did they kind of come from? Now he was saying, well, you could only really... He managed to write it in a way that kind of chilled you a bit. You know, he said, well, you could only speculate on who or what the other end of the pipe was connected to. Now, I suppose I want to know where all your songs come from.
Well, I can't tell you that because I'm not God, you know? God only knows those things.
Some people think you are, don't they?
Well, they said that about Eric Clapton too, didn't they?
You just write them like someone punches
I just write
rivet
'em.
holes.
I just write them. I don't know. You know, I just write them because nobody says you can't write them. At least where I come from.
And the actual business and technical stuff of how you lay it out, I mean, there's plenty of people who know how to do that. But you know how to tell stories.
Really?
Well, you like telling stories in your songs.
Not really.
No.
I don't know many stories that I've written.
Some observations, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call them stories. You know, stories are things which have a beginning, middle, and end. My things are more like short attention span things that happens in a group of crowded people that goes down very quickly. So a normal eye wouldn't even notice it.
I'm going to have to look at my list. I don't usually find it that difficult to ask people questions, but for someone...
Oh, here's your list. I'm good.
Oh,
Here's
right.
your list.
Oh,
Right.
right.
Good.
Oh, thank
All right. This is fucked up here.
you. You know how people think you're some kind of shaman, don't they?
Shaman?
Yeah. That's the word. I mean, that has to
Yeah.
be the word.
I don't know, man. I mean, I wish you'd tell some people that that write in, write in the. I don't know what people think of me. I only know about how record companies say to you, and managers, and people like that. People who want you to do things. I only hear about that stuff.
Can you just tell us a little bit of business, Bob, again about what other people seem to want to do with you and what you feel
It's
about
not me. It's everybody. Everyone is a puppet master. Everyone likes to control puppets and pull their strings, but without saying, like, I am nobody's puppet. Nobody pulls my strings. And I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't like that scene.
You see, I think... Oh, sorry.
Now, let me see. I got just one little thing to do, but that's all. That's all.
But you see, I think that does make you. You insist that everyone's more or less the same. I think that makes you extraordinarily special, that you manage to be nobody's
Listen, I
puppet.
come through good times and bad times. So I'm not fooled by good times, bad times. Right now, yeah, making a movie, going, we've been playing some big tours, but I've seen the bottom too, So, if you can work, that's all you can ask. In this day and age, you can't take that for granted. Just to work is to be able to work is what a person should strive after.
I think I know what you mean, but a lot of people in England watching our film, when they hear that, where we've got a lot of unemployment, they might
Yeah,
think,
in
well,
States
that's...
too.
They might think, well, that's all very well for Bob Dylan to say that. I mean, he's got a whole lot of money and stuff. I mean...
A whole lot of money.
You don't mean money, do you? That's what
I don't mean money. I mean, I started out with no money. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear about money. I had less money than anybody I know when I started out. I had no money. I mean, if you're talking about paper money and money in the bank or value, wealth, possessions and all that stuff, I had nothing. So. It's not like I went out and got into music to make money. There wasn't any money to be made in music when I was in. If you could just support yourself, you were doing good. There wasn't any money. It wasn't this big billion-dollar industry that it is today, and people do go into it just to make money, and because it's proved that you can make money in that field. But that's a sad thing, But I guess it. Because it changes the quality of the work that's being done, and you can tell. I mean, if you listen to the popular taste of the people, what they've been given is a different thing